Welcome to my classroom. Let's get started.
And it went like
Water is all around us. In fact, it covers about 70% of the earth and about 60% of our bodies. As you can tell, water's pretty important, but let's figure out where it came from. So where does the water come from and where does it go? Let's take a look at the water cycle. The water cycle has three main parts: precipitation, evaporation, and condensation. Let's talk about those a little bit more. Precipitation is when water falls from the sky. Water can fall in 4 different forms: rain, sleet, hail, or snow. But it doesn't stay there long, it's got to keep moving. When the water finally hits the ground, it goes into a thing we like to call collection. Collection is when water goes either to the streams, the ocean, or underground. Next, the sun heats up that water and it evaporates. Evaporation means that liquid gets heated up and turns into a gas. Then it makes its way up into the sky. As you get higher in the sky, the colder it gets, making that gas condensate. Condensation is when gas particles combine together and turn back into a liquid. And then we end up back here at precipitation. That water, it's ready to go. The water cycle is named a cycle because it's just that. It keeps going on forever and ever, and it doesn't have a start or an end. The sun is the most important part. Without it, the cycle would break. I know. You're like, Miss Luke, where's the part that I get to do? Let's go. You'll need a couple of items today, so let's go over that first. And no, you won't need safety goggles. I just like wearing them. Here's what we need: a large container like a mixing bowl or a plastic tin, water, a small cup or a mug, a rubber band or tape, and some plastic wrap. Place the smaller cup inside of the large container. Now it's time to add water. Fill up the container with a good amount of water, making sure not to get any inside of the smaller cup. When we're done, we're going to put plastic wrap over the top. Use the tape to make sure all the edges are closed. Place it outside for a couple of hours. After some time, you should be able to see some water that evaporated to the top of the plastic wrap. If you open it up, you should be able to see that some water also precipitated back down inside of the small cup. So let's review real quick. The water cycle has 3 main parts. Let's review them real fast. Precipitation, the water falls down. It collects on the ground and then warms up and evaporates. After it evaporates, it cools off in the sky and condensates right back to those water droplets. That's about it for today. And remember, always explore more.